was a bright sunny day when we rolled into Thunder Bay at the end of June in 1982. They asked us, "Did you come for the ceremony?" And we asked them, "What ceremony?" They told us that the very next morning, within walking distance of our campsite, that they would be dedicating the memorial for Terry Fox. You might recall that Terry Fox was the young Canadian who 2 days after his 18th birthday discovered a cancerous tumor on his right knee. After surviving amputation, chemotherapy, and receiving an artificial limb, he created a marathon of hope where he would run across Canada and raise $1 million for the Canadian Cancer Society. He ran every day for 5 months. And he got as far as Thunder Bay before the cancer spread to his lungs. His memorial is very fitting. It's 2 ledges of bronze, with the top ledge being a statue of Terry Fox, and the lower ledge being filled with millions of crystals of beautiful amethyst, natural amethyst, which is one of Canada's most gorgeous natural resources. When I talk to Canadians, they say one thing over and over again, that Terry Fox was one of the most unifying forces that ever approached Canada, because he dissolved the divisions and brought everyone together. Terry Fox believed in a life of adventure, and so do I. When I gave my first icebreaker, I had to look at the evaluation to see what I talked about. And it said that I talked about the adventure of being a mother, the adventure of being a Girl Scout leader, and the adventure of being a nurse. It said that I used humor, and probably the story I told was, one day I walked by my bathroom and I saw something strange, so I walked in. There in my bathroom was my watch hanging in a glass of water. In my own bathroom, my 8-year-old had reenacted the Timex test that and I knew immediately which child it was. My adventures as a nurse have actually accelerated since that first speech, because that speech was in 1989, and in 1995, the working conditions for nurses really hit rock bottom. Nurses were leaving in hundreds, in the thousands. And I thought about it too. But then I thought, wouldn't a nurse who could speak and write, couldn't that be an opportunity instead of a problem? And what if every nurse left? If there's no one left who could work toward positive change? So that's when I started my speaking, training, and consulting business. And another adventure is the networking. I found out about the National Speakers Association and the National Speakers Association New England, and joined both of those. And through networking, John Reed invited me to the Dairy Writers Group, where I learned to write for publications. So now I've written 75 articles, and this is my book that came out 2 years ago. And actually, it's selling quite well. One consequence of adventure is having a sense of serendipity. It was serendipity that brought us to Thunder Bay that day. Serendipity happens when good things happen that you never planned for, and you're in the right place at the right time. It's interesting that just before I planned this icebreaker, I was planning a program that I'm giving next week at a healthcare conference in Boston. And for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to start it with the Terry Fox story, and I don't think I've told it since that icebreaker. So perhaps it's serendipity happening once again.